a 25-man squad rule and said, look, will there be a fire sale come the end of August with the bigger clubs looking to get rid of their players? Most of them have said no. Is that the sort of boat you're in, or do you think there will be kind of bargains to be had? Maybe?
Well, I think what you'll find in essence that you might find that one or two will be available for loan, or ultimately finance will dictate if there's going to be any movement. Where we are then, as you know, it doesn't really affect us in terms of numbers anyway, but accepting as well, I have 2 or 3 players that want to play, have not as much match time as they would like. So, and I've said to them, I've been very upfront with them, that if somebody comes in and they think it's the best thing for them, then they'll go with our blessing. And that in turn might free up some finance for myself. But at this moment in time, that's not available to me. And as it's not really been during the old summer, if truth be told, we've had to be working hard on the Bosmans with Martin Petrov and Ivan Klasnic, Robbie Blake and such forth. Well, with one outlay in young Marcus Alonso, and we've balanced that by obviously the loan fee for Al Habsi and the sale of Chris Basham. So in terms of spending money, we've probably not really spent anything in terms of outlays for transfers. And there we go, we do it, we get a smile on our face and we make the best of what we've got.
And where I'm sitting, it's fantasy football, but it's also probably fantasy football from where you're sitting as well, isn't it?
Well, it's certainly a lot of money, that's for sure. And good luck to them. I mean, Roberto Alite, I've got a lot of time for. And he knows himself that he'll be judged by the signings he's brought in, because they'll be looking to be in those top slots for the Champions League and probably challenge for the title, being involved in the latter stages of the Cups. And so that in itself, as much as all that spending power, that then brings pressure upon that. But it's something with the career he's had that he'll be able to cope with that, no problem.
But Weston decided, I'm not with chairman anymore, and he's talking about agents and all this sort of thing, and the kind of atmosphere within the game, and that chairmen aren't being principled and moralistic. I'm not asking you about your chairman at all, but is it a difficult environment with which to work? Have you got to make compromises?
I think football, and because of the level you're at now, then in essence football's the same game, but the higher the level you go, the quality changes, and so does the finance. And I can imagine that, when people are trying to construct deals, you've got to remember, everybody's trying to do the best by themselves and by the football club. So I think that you have to get to a common place that everybody's happy with. And if you don't, then the transfer, or whatever you want to call it, it won't happen. So I think it's just something that you have to learn to deal with. You cope with it. I certainly try to do it. I try to do it with a smile on my face and be open and upfront about it. And if you do that, I don't think anybody's getting what they have. They have no comebacks with you because you've been up front from the start.
But sure, but with the moment you almost become a Premier League manager, does that environment change? Are you suddenly getting calls from people who weren't giving you calls or maybe returning your calls?
Yeah, well, I think any manager will tell you, they're hopeful that they can do all their business before the window closes, and when it does close, then the amount of calls you get, after the window as opposed to during it, then it changes dramatically. But that's everybody, as you can imagine, just trying to do their best, trying to do their work, their job, whether it be agents, chairman, whatever. Everybody's just trying to do their job to the best of their ability. I think you have to give balance to it and accept that that's just the nature of the game and go on with it.